So what's up, traders? What's up? Welcome, traders. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. So by the way, welcome again to this live trading session. Again, your technical trading analyst here. I'm Ruffy Capacio, one of the technical trading analysts here at ACY Securities. I'm also a proprietary trader. My trading approach is simply pure price action, technical analysis, and disciplined risk management. In this session, I'll walk you through my live market analysis, explain the reasoning behind every setup, and also to show you how I actually read the charts in real time. So, and now I want your charts ready, but before we are going to start, just a quick reminder before we begin. This is not a financial advice. This is simply my personal view of the market based on price action and current market structure. Trading always involves risk. There are no guarantees, so make sure you manage your risk properly. Do your own research and never risk money you're not prepared to lose. A lot of high probability price action setups that are going to happen in the markets. I know I'll be sharing you some free market ideas and also free setups that we could actually take this live trading session. And I want you to trade on your own risk because all of it is based on my price action and opinion in the markets. And now, get your charts ready and let's get started. So, the first thing we are going to do, maybe we could actually see what would potential news that could affect the setups that we have this live trading session. Now, as you can see here, we're currently on our chart, but before we're going to do our charting, the first thing that we're going to do is to see what could potentially high impact news that could affect our setups. Now, as you can see, we are currently back again on FinLogix. All we have to do is to go on economic calendar, seeing what could potentially or high impact news that could give volatility in the markets. Now, all you have to do is to focus today. Now, as you can see, there is a good impact, or the forecast has already been released on the GBP sterling. Now, as you can see, price or the exact high impact news has a good impact on JBP, meaning JBP pairs are getting stronger. JBP that has a pairs that has GBP, like for example GBP USD, JBP AUD, or JBP CAD. If JBP or the exact forecast of the high impact news could give a good impact on JBP, meaning all JBP pairs could go to the upside, meaning JBP pairs or JBP sterling that has sterling pairs like what I have mentioned earlier, which are JBP USD, JBP CAD, JBP USD, could have a potential push to the upside because it already gives this an exact forecast and has already released a good impact on JBP pairs. Now, the next high impact news that could potentially affect the this upcoming New York session, which is pairs that has Euro pairs. As you can see here, it's still going to happen this upcoming New York session, but JBP has already been released. Probably it already affected or potentially give volatility in the market last pre-London. It already happened because it already give us an exact actual forecast. Now, let's start doing our chart. Now, as you can see here, we're currently watching gold. By the way, I have posted an exact market analysis of gold. All you have to do is to go to ACY website. The link is in the description below. You can actually check out all of the market analysis using only my pure price action strategy. Now, all you have to do is to go to ACY website, go to market analysis, go to actual or the latest news, Now you can just actually see the latest forecast on my own analysis, and also from our macroeconomic strategist, which is Miss Ira Reyes. She also posts her daily blogs using his macroeconomic analysis. Now, just go to ACY website. The link is in the description below. Just check it out so that you could actually see. Like for example, I have a recent blog on JBP AUD and also one recent blog or analysis about the analysis of gold. Just check it out. There are exact setups that you could actually get, and I actually shared on scenarios, bullish scenarios, and also bearish scenarios, so that all we had to do once we actually do trading, all we had is to react on, adapt on what is actually showing on the market itself. Now currently I'm really interested in taking sells on gold, because you can clearly see we are currently at the daily chart. Just focus on this price action, right? It is clearly showing me a good market or bearish market structure. Because bearish market structure, right? If you already been attending this live trading session daily, you already understand what is a bearish market structure, right? And what is a bullish market structure. Now, if you want to actually understand it further, there is an exact blog that you could actually master it, so that you would understand how the market moves. All you have to do is to go to ACY website and also just go to this exact blog on a guide to master price action strategy that works in any market, a complete guide on how to trade with market structure plus support and resistance. This is a step-by-step guide if you want to master how the market or the market structure works. Now, this is how market structure works, right? This is how it looks like on a bearish. This is how it looks like on a bullish. Price creates those elbows in order for it to continue towards its direction. Bearish market structure will create lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Lower highs need to be created in order for it to have a push towards the downside. Same as a bullish market structure. In order for it to create another push to the upside, this higher low structure needs to be created. This one. So I know it is actually out of context and just actually showing you guys that how or why I actually see this as a bearish market structure, and it is actually good for sales. Because currently, looking at it, price is creating this lower high, lower low structure, potentially creating a new lower high, right? The same move on what I anticipated, on how I actually catch the previous sell on gold. Price is clearly in a bearish trend. Price creating this lower low, potential lower high. Therefore, this exact structure needs to be created for it to have a push. Therefore, I anticipated a sells. That is why I actually caught this trade. As you can see here, right after that lower high structure, I caught that massive sell. Right? The same move on how I catch this trade here. On this second sell, I catch 3 consecutive sells on gold, and I catch those 3 anticipation sells on gold. Now look what happened. Price create a new lower low, new lower high again here, potentially anticipating another sells. Now look what happened right after push to the downside. Now the same logic that I will use, price creating another lower low, anticipate another lower high here, waiting for the retracement, take sells right exactly on this lower high and also this resistance level. Previously, this level, this exact blue box is where price could potentially react. You can clearly see here it reacted before above. So yeah, I'm a day trader. I'm also a technical trading analyst here at ACY Securities. All I did is to actually share you guys some setups. So If you are doubting on how I caught this trade, rewatch all of my previous live trading session on how I anticipated this 3 consecutive sell on gold. Now, as you can see here, so what's up, Hadi? Welcome to this live trading session. So yeah, welcome from all of the viewers from all around the world. Welcome on this live trading session. So yeah, hopefully you are ready to take trades right now, because a lot of high probability setup is potentially setting up this live trading session. Now, as you can see on gold, I know I actually anticipated this move. All we had to do is to focus on where the current price action is, right? But sadly, it did not properly respected my resistance zone. Bro, can you please watch for 15-minute structure? So yeah, so let me actually let you know, guys, that all of my analysis is based on the higher time frame, because the higher the time frame you analyze the market, the much respected the structure is. 15-minute, 30-minute, 1 hour, 2 hour, or 4 hour, I will only use it as my entry signal. Right after I'm done analyzing my higher time frame, all I did is to zoom in towards the lower time frame. Now, as you can see, let me explain on how I avoided this trade. I did not actually catch this trade. I was actively watching it today on this London session. Because right here, on basically, previously on this 15-minute hour, as you can see, price is really consolidating on this exact level. Now let me explain on how I avoided this loss on gold. As you can see, price is stalling right here yesterday, right? Now, like I've said, we will wait for any entry signal so that we will catch sells on gold. Currently, we are on the 30-minute. The same will look on the 15-minute, consolidating right exactly on our resistance level. Now, all I did to avoid the loss on gold is to wait for this daily candlestick rejection so that I will be interested in selling gold. But sadly, it actually created this candlestick confirmation, which is a wick or a pin bar or a harami. You can clearly see this is a candlestick confirmation. You can actually check on the recent blog about the candlestick, on what candlestick that you need to actually confirm that the market is clearly setting up for buys or sell. Now, as you can see on what I have posted, there are exact candlestick confirmation that I actually use. Now, the exact candlestick confirmation that happened here currently on gold, this is a harami and also a wick, and can potentially be identified as a pin bar. Depend on how you actually see it. Me, personally, I actually see it as a harami. There is a bearish, massive bullish candlestick here, and there is a small body candlestick. Therefore, this is a harami. You can clearly see it is the same candlestick that I have shared on this blog. As you can see, number one, the bullish engulfing is what I actually mainly use. But you could actually see here the same candlestick confirmation, harami, bullish harami, and a bearish harami. A bullish candlestick is followed up by a small bearish candlestick. This is a bearish confirmation, right? So yeah, it is actually for free, Hadio. That is why I'm sharing you on this live trading session. It is for free, but we have a Discord community. It is actually inclusive only for those who want to join. Now, inside that Discord community, we will be sharing I will be sharing a much deeper insight on how I actually trade in the market. All you have to do is to scan this QR code, and also there is an exact link on the description below towards our Discord channel, Discord community. It is for free and inclusive only those who are going to join our Discord community. I will be sharing you a much deeper insight on that Discord. Now, going back to our chart, now as you can see here, gold is having this candlestick confirmation. That is why I was waiting for a bearish candlestick confirmation. But sadly, right after it actually closed, it is actually stalling. But I was waiting, or actively, patiently waiting for my confirmation last pre-London session. Right? So therefore, here it actually created that bearish candlestick confirmation, but I was actively to enter this trade this London session. But sadly, right after Asia session started, price on gold plumps to the upside. Right? There is a bearish engulfing here, but it is already broke. The price already broke above on this daily resistance level. So I was actively watching it, waiting for the price to actually broke below so that I will be interested in taking sells. But sadly, I avoided this trade. No entry signal has actually confirmed. That is why one of the best thing that you could do is to be patient, waiting for our entry signal to pop up. So yeah, for gold, I'm actually that is why all we had to do is to react and adopt. I have the exact blog and analysis on this exact setup on gold. All you have to do is to go to ACY website. The link is in the description below. I have a recent blog on gold, which is currently on what I've shared right now. All you have to do is to go to ACY website. The link is in the description below. I have the recent blog here, which is gold price action forecast update today. Could gold price still drop to $3,930? This is the exact analysis that I'm actually sharing you guys today. Now, looking at it, it is actually setting up, but I will be much patient on actually taking trades right now, because all we have to do is to react on adopt on what would the price action or what would the market could show us, right? Like I anticipated, we'll wait for the candlestick confirmation. It actually showed us some confirmation, but it did not give me, or actually gives my entry signal. Though all we had to do is to react and adopt. Price broke above on this resistance level. It could potentially act as a support. Then I will buy this market. I will buy gold if price broke above. I will still count this as it did not broke above. I will still count this as a resistance level, because there is still 13 hours for this daily candlestick to close. If this close like this, therefore I will consider this level as a support level. Wait for it to retest back on this support level so that I will be interested in buys. Okay? Hopefully you are setting up. I want you to pay attention on my setups that I'm sharing you guys today. Next, US or NASDAQ. As you can see here, I can't unsee this pattern. If you are really in the market for years now, this pattern is repetitively happening in the markets. Head and shoulder pattern. This is a reversal pattern. This pattern will always happen at the top and at the bottom of the market. This is a reversal pattern, and this is a pattern this is a reversal pattern when the market is already shifting from bearish to bullish. But this is the exact pattern once market is shifting from bullish to bearish. Right? Now, all we have to do is to actually see whether what actually is the same. Is this one? Is this the exact confirmation or exact reversal pattern? No, right? This is the exact head and shoulder. I think this is the exact reversal pattern. The inverse head and shoulder pattern that indicates the market is shifting from bullish to bearish. Therefore, all we have to do is to anticipate sells. Now looking at the daily chart, you can clearly also see on the weekly chart, it already create this massive bearish engulfing. A candlestick confirmation, right? This is one of the exact confirmation that can give you an exact confirmation that sellers are really in control on this market. Now, all we have to do is to go to the daily chart. You can clearly see price is below on this resistance level, already approaching towards it. Still, I won't still count this that it already reached. There is still a lot of space left. I want it to actually reach this resistance level so that I will be looking for sells, waiting for this EMA indicator, and could potentially act as a secondary resistance, pushing price to the downside. That's it. Once price approaches the level and once price retested this EMA indicator and also this head and shoulder pattern at the daily chart, there is a head and shoulder pattern at the daily. There is also a head and shoulder pattern at the weekly. A lot of strong confirmation that could actually follow up the massive sells on US or NAS100. That's it. It is already setting up. I want you to pay attention. No need to worry. I will be posting it on ACY website. The link is in the description below. Now, once we actually catch this trade on NAS or NASDAQ, I will actually target this area here. This is a massive sell, right? I think this is actually a massive sell. Now, all we have to do is to anticipate. We don't know what will be the outcome of this setup. All we had is the probability that it could potentially happen. We have the probability, which are, what are the probabilities that we actually basing from? The confirmation. We are reacting on the price action. This is a price action. Price gives us this pattern. This kind of pattern is always happening at the top and the bottom. Now market, where is the market is? Market is at a potential top. Therefore, it actually coincides on where it could potentially form always, right? Daily is also below this resistance level. Therefore, market or the price action itself, it is showing us that it is actually good to sell right now. EMA indicator is also above. By the way, if you want to master how to use this exact EMA indicator, I have the exact blog that you could actually master it. Now, as you can see, master exponential moving average, meaning EMA. I use 50 EMA. If you want to trade using EMA indicator and actually use it as a follow-up confirmation, this is the exact blog. Now, let me explain what is EMA or how could you use it. Now, EMA could use as a secondary trend confirmation and also a support level. Once this is the purple line, the EMA indicator, once this EMA indicator is below, the price action automatically gives you an instant confirmation that the market is clearly in a bullish trend. You can clearly see the EMA indicator is moving below. This is the price action, the candlestick, right? You can clearly see it is moving in an uptrend or in a bullish trend. And also EMA indicator is actually moving below it. Therefore, indicating market structure instantly give you an indication market is in a bullish trend. While in a bearish trend, EMA indicator is above. You can clearly see this purple line moving above. Price action is moving in a downtrend. That's it. Simple as that, right? But on a bullish side, it will act as a support because price is above it. And you can clearly see right after price approaches it, it acted as a support, helping the price push back to the upside. The same here. Price broke above, retest it as a support, EMA helped price push back to the downside. On a bearish side, because EMA indicator is above. You can clearly see it is moving in a downtrend. It approaches on this EMA indicator. It actually acted as a ceiling, pushing the price back to the downside. That is how you can use EMA indicator. Now going back to our chart, where could you currently see the EMA indicator is? On the daily chart. This purple line. It is already above, right? Therefore, it is already showing us that the market, previously EMA indicator moves below. Therefore, previously the market is clearly in a bullish trend. But the EMA indicator is already above, therefore giving us an instant confirmation that the market is shifting from bearish to bullish. From bullish to bearish rather. Therefore, price is approaching. That is why all we have to do, wait for it to approach back on our resistance level. Wait for it to touch this EMA indicator so that it could help, or it could follow up or act as a secondary resistance, pushing back price to the downside. That's it. Simple analogy, simple logic on price action setup on NASDAQ. Right? Once price approaches, wait for our entry signal exactly on our exact level, putting our stop loss a few pips above, target this structure point at this area. This is a massive sell on NASDAQ. That's it. Just be patient. Wait for our exact price action to happen. Now on to the next. Now, Bitcoin. Currently, we are the weekly chart. Weekly is still stalling. As you can see here, there is a resistance level above. There is a support level below. Therefore, price is still stuck on this consolidation zone on the weekly. Now, let's see on the daily. Daily, you can clearly still see price is still stuck on this consolidation zone. Therefore, the best thing that we could do, wait for the breakout. Because once you're inside the consolidation zone, like I said, I repetitively actually already give you guys the exact setup. Wait for the breakout. Because a lot of wake outs, liquidity grab, fake outs could happen in this area. Because knowing price will bounce this area, right? Right after you actually take sales right now, you put your actual stop loss a few pips above, and you put your TP here, knowing that the price is still stuck. You will be emotionally damaged because price could just bounce on this level. That is why the best thing that we could anticipate, break out above on this resistance so that it could act as a support. EMA indicator, you can clearly see it is already below the price, the current price. Therefore, this could potentially act as a secondary support and also a secondary trend confirmation, telling us that the price is already in a bullish trend. Right? This is the anticipation for buys. Wait for the breakout above this resistance. Wait for it to retest as a support here so that we could actually look for buys. The same move towards this support level. Wait for the breakout of this support so that it could act as a resistance. Catch this trade right after the retracement. That's it. Just be patient on Bitcoin. Wait for our exact alarm to be triggered so that it could actually let us know that the market is already having its breakout. Now, as you can see, it is already having its breakout above. If this breakout above, then we will look for buys. Enter right after the retracement, putting our stop loss a few pips below on the support. Target a 1:2.5 risk reward. But if it actually broke below this support level, then it could wait for the retracement, wait for it to retest back on this potential resistance, then target a 1:2. Okay? No need to worry, just be patient. Wait for our setups to pop up. If no setups or the market could actually do differently, then the only thing that we could do is do not trade. That's it. So yeah. Now, on to the next. Now, as you can see, I actually I have shared you last Monday on this exact setup. I actually taken this trade on USD CHF. Sadly, it already stopped me out. I won't still that I'm very wrong on this trade, but we'll see how this price action, because as you can see, I will actually enter this trade every single time. It already gives the price action gives me an exact bias for sell. It is at below on this daily resistance, retesting this previous structure point, retesting this round cycle level, retesting this, giving me an exact confirmation. I entered right after this bearish engulfing candlestick here. You clearly see price broke below. My exact confirmation is here. As you can see, price is below. That is why price is exactly on my level. Therefore, entry signal gives me this exact confirmation. I enter this trade, putting my stop loss a few pips above, letting trade play out, but it did not go as planned. Market do its thing, but instantly stop me out right after. As you can see, it is still consolidating. Right after a few hours, it pumped to the downside, to the upside rather. It stopped me out right away. It's part of the game. We actually don't know what will be the outcome. All I had is I executed right exactly on what I planned to do. That's it. Stop out on USD CHF. But I will still be interested in taking the sells. I will wait for the price to actually broke below on back again on this daily support level so that it could act as a resistance right after the retracement. So any question about USD CHF? The same move, wait for the break and retest, because I will count this as it acted as a support because price is already above, right? Price is above, but once price is below, therefore we will look for sells. That's it. The high probability of this setup is sells. That's it. Wait for the break and retest and we can look for sells. AUD CHF, I did not execute this trade because I actually executed USD CHF. Then there is no sense that you are taking USD CHF also. Why? Because both of them has two pairs. Both of them has CHF code, meaning price of both of this currency has CHF, meaning both of these pairs move the same. Because you are betting, that is why I'm selling. I'm betting that CHF could get stronger than USD. Right? Therefore, I'm betting that CHF could get stronger. Then why are you actually taking sells on AUD CHF even though the same you are betting for CHF to get stronger? The same move, right? That is why I only executed on USD CHF. I avoided also this loss on AUD CHF. It did not properly respected on my exact resistance level. Therefore, this automatically invalidate our setup. That's it. Much better. I will look for other pairs. There is much better or cleaner price action setup than AUD CHF. NZD CAD. As you can see here, simple as that. I anticipated the break, retest for it to have its massive push. Rewatch the previous live trading session so that you will see on how I anticipated this move on NZD CAD. So by the way, we are currently at the daily chart. I anticipated that this move that it could have a massive push to the upside because price is above on this daily and weekly support level. Looking at the weekly chart, it also body close above on this daily and weekly. Now, that is why previously I was actually really interested in taking buys because price is above. Logic is all I use on this exact setup. Now, right after it break, I was waiting for the exact retest on the lower time frame. But sadly, this is where we actually anticipating it. right this area. Like I've said, we will wait for the price to approach back to our support level so that we will be interested in buying this pair. But sadly, the only thing that I did is I anticipated the push, but it did not give us a proper retracement to our support level. As you can see, it has its massive push towards the upside. It did not give us this proper retracement on this support level on the lower time frame, because it is already setting up for buys on the higher time frame. That is why all I did is to actually look for my entry signal. That's it. Market is already showing me that it is good for buys. Market is at it is already rejecting the support level. Then all I was waiting for is to have its retracement back. What is retracement? To actually get back on my support level. It will actually go back here. Wait for my exact bullish engulfing candlestick. Enter in the trade, putting my stop loss a few pips below, targeting a 1:2 risk reward. So if that happened yesterday, probably it already hit my 1:3 risk reward. If it did retrace back to my support level, but it did not. So therefore, even though I didn't catch this trade, I'm still happy that I anticipated this buys. Only not actually caring about what macroeconomic could happen or any fundamental news that it happened. All I did is the price action. I see my price action, my strategy told me that it is setting up for buys. Then I decide on it. But sadly, I followed my plan. I will not be taking trades way too far from my support or resistance level. If this happened right exactly here, then I won't second guess to catch or execute the trade. But it's way too far, then much better I will follow my plan rather than winning this exact. I'll be much happier in following my plan rather than taking this trade right here. Even though it hit my take profit, I will still be much happier in following my plan. That's it on NZD CAD. It already hit the exact take profit that I anticipated. So much better. Let's look for other pairs to catch, right? No need to force trades right now. It is already way too far to actually execute buys. And much better, there are a lot of pairs in the market. We don't need to focus on one exact pair. This is why my strategy is actually one of the best strategies that you can use, because all I did is not to focus only one pair, because some traders are only focused on one Euro, USD, GBP, all of the major pairs. But me, whenever any markets would giving me a good higher probability setups, then I will trade on it. If I will analyze all of the market and one trader could actually just analyze 3 pairs, who is the person who could actually provide a lot of setups? Me, right? Because I have a lot of pairs. Because I will not be waiting for one pair to give me setup, because the market will not give you 10 setups every day. Sometimes, if you are actually looking the most higher probability setups, then sometimes it could actually gives you twice a month or thrice a month. That's it. But if you are actually focusing on one pair, probably it could actually gives you less, right? You will be much trading on the lower time frames. You're taking scalping. I won't the best higher probability setup that you could actually catch is the higher time frame. That is why I analyze the market using daily and weekly. Those lower time frames, or this 5 lower time frames or 4, this could just use as entry signal, a follow-up confirmation, so that it can actually let me know that the setup or the trade is already giving me a go signal or good to actually execute. That's it. Sometimes my entry signal could actually avoids me a loss, because sometimes one key example is gold, right? I did not executed this sell on gold because it did not give my actually give me a go signal or an entry signal in my exact session that I will be taking. I was actually actively watching it on pre-London, waiting for my entry signal to pop up, but sadly right after pre-London started, it pushed to the upside, giving me a confirmation that it is already not good for sells. That's it. Now, currently looking at NZD CAD, no need to force trades. AUD CAD still wait for the break and retest of the support level, so that I will be looking for sells. And next, JBP AUD, sadly it is already plumbing to the downside. I will not force trades right now. The best thing that I could do, wait for it to approach back on my resistance level, so that I will be much interested in taking sells right after it retrace back. That's it. No need to force trade right here. Sometimes it will just push. The best thing that we could do is wait for it to retrace back on this resistance level. Wait for it to retest on this double top pattern at a daily chart. And you can clearly see here, price, we are selling at a lower high structure. Once we take sells on a bearish trend, the best area that we could take sells is here, is at a potential lower high, right? Because, and we already anticipated, the market is already giving us a hint, or its first hand, that every time it creates a lower highs, the next thing could happen, a massive push. I'm not making out it on my own opinion. I'm looking on the exact price action. If you actually clearly, you could actually see it here, right? Market is creating this lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, right? This is the lower lows. This is the lower low elbows. This is the lower high. Look what happened right after lower highs has been created. Here, lower high. Next thing did happen, push to the downside. Now, price created another lower low. In order for it to continue to push to the downside, lower high needs to be created. Right after that lower high, another lower low. So therefore, price is creating another lower high. Therefore, we will anticipate it here. Anticipate means wait or predict. Market is giving us its first hand, showing us that it will happen repetitively. It happened here first, second, why not it could potentially happen it again. Now right here, this is the area that it is good for sells. Target 1:2. Now look what happened right after. Massively push to the downside, right? Holding our trade to actually hit take profit, only basing on lower high, lower low structure. Now, how would it correlate on this current price action here? Price is creating this lower high, lower low. Potentially, this would be the lower high for it to create another lower low. That's it. Then all we did is to actually zoom in on the daily chart so that we could actually put or execute our trade on our exact levels. That's it. Then that is why we will wait for the most higher probability. We are taking sells at a potential lower high. All we had to do, wait for it to retrace back on this resistance level, so that once price could retrace, put your stop loss of pips above, target this exact area that it could potentially react. But if the price would not respect this daily resistance and weekly resistance, then wait for the price to break above. Then all we have to do is to react and adopt, cash this trade for buys. That's it. All we have to do is to react and adopt. So lastly, Euro AUD. I don't think it is actually a good price action to set up. Now let's simplify our setups. First, gold is already having its push. If it closes like this, we'll be interested in buying this pair. Wait for it to retrace back on this support level so that we could be interested in looking for buys. NAS100 or NASDAQ, price is way too far. It is already approaching on our resistance level. Wait for it to properly retest and reject this EMA indicator so that we'll be interested in looking for sell so that we can catch a massive sells on NASDAQ. Next, Bitcoin, wait for the break and retest above so that we will look for buys. Wait for the break and retest below the support level so that it could act as a resistance so that we could look for sells. USD CHF, we'll see how this price action works, whether we are totally wrong. If price will actually push to the upside, then I will be much happier because it will validate that my setup is totally wrong. But if price could break and retest, then this gives me a confirmation that I got wick out or liquidity grab or fake out, or probably giving me a confirmation that I actually entered the trade too earlier. So the only setup that we had on USD CHF that we'll be interested in looking for sells again. Wait for it to break and retest on this daily support so that it can react as a resistance after the retracement. AUD CHF, no setup. NZD CAD is already having its push, anticipated this massive push to the upside, giving me a confirmation that my price action strategy works. AUD CAD, wait for it to break and retest on this resistance level so that we will look for sells. JBP AUD, wait for the price to properly retest on this resistance level so that we will look for sells. So yeah, I think that's it for today. So hopefully you are ready to catch this high probability price action. I want you guys to be patient as always. No need to force trades. Let the probability set up to happen first. Because all we did is to let the market do its thing. We don't know what will be the outcome of our setup. And once we actually execute our trades, I want to let you know, guys, trade on your own risk because all of them is based on my price action and my opinion in the market. So, but I'm just actually letting you know, guys, that I will be not sharing you guys this setup if it will not make sense using only my price action. I'm sharing it because I know it could potentially play out and there is a high potential opportunities that you could actually take. Now, by the way, we have a Discord community. Inside this Discord community, I will be sharing all of the setups that I am sharing you guys today. A much deeper insight, and you could actually learn my price action using on how I analyze the market today. Just join or scan this QR code and no need to worry, there is a link in the description below. It is for free and it is only inclusive for those who can join or register towards our Discord community. So yeah, I think that is it. And by the way, we have a trading cup. So if you're still learning or don't have time to analyze the markets every day, you can check out our trading cup. You will be able to follow experienced traders and copy trades in real time while learning how trades are managed professionally. It is a simple way to involve in a market without overcomplicating the process. The link is in the description below. Inside this trading cup, there are a lot of good or best traders in a market that are using their own strategy. Now, inside of this trading cup, all you have, if you don't want to actually use my analysis or you want other trader to execute your own trades, all you have to do is just to copy them, sign up with ACY Securities, start putting capital so that you could just let other traders trade your capital. That's it. All you have to do is to sign with ACY Securities. But if you want to master trading using your own, because I could actually give you guys an analogy that if you give man a fish, you feed him for a day. If you teach man how to fish, you will feed him for a lifetime. Hopefully you will understand that, because if someone will actually execute your trades on your own, therefore you will not learn how to trade. You will just actually rely on the person that will actually execute your trade. But if someone would actually teach you how to trade, in time you will execute your own trades, make your own profits using on your own analysis. Hopefully you actually understand that quote. One of the best quote that I actually put it in my mind, because that helps me. I also have a mentor, one of the best mentor that I had, one of the multi-millionaire traders on US. I know probably some of you guys know him, but I can just share it on this live reading session. But he actually teaches me on how to become a profitable trader, because he actually he experienced those kind of thing. All of the traders, the blown out accounts, taking trades based on emotion like that. That is why he become my mentor, because I was actually finding a mentor so that someone could actually guide me through my trading journey. But I'm really lucky and blessed. He actually become one of my mentors. So yeah, just a little story. I know it is out of context, but I'm just giving you guys a simple just to actually speed up your experience in trading, because once you have a mentor, someone could actually guide you through your trading journey rather than doing it as trial and error. Because I have been on that exact experience. I'm doing trial and error, only learning on exact YouTube videos like that. But right after I actually found an exact mentor that could actually has an exact experience and not a fake one, he actually pushes me to the top right now. So yeah, so I think that is it. So hopefully you are ready to trade this upcoming London and New York session. I want you guys to let you know to manage your risk. Only risk the amount that you're willing to lose in the market, because once you are only managing your risk and risking only that you want to risk in the market, it will not affect you. I hope you will put it or remind it or put it in your mind as always. Now, if you found value in this session, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe so you never miss the daily market outlooks, the live price action analysis, and high probability price action setup that I shared every day. I appreciate you all for being here. Hope you got value from today's live reading session. Stay disciplined, manage your risk, and always remember, once price approaches our level, set and forget. Now have a great day, take care, and I'll see you in the next live trading session. See you guys.